President Muhammadu Buhari, in his nationwide broadcast on Sunday evening, directed states such as Lagos, Ogun, and the Federal Capital Territory to commence lockdown in an effort to contain the spread of the dreaded coronavirus. As part of efforts to implement the presidential directives, heads of...
The focus is actually the issue of getting people to arresting people. The issue is that our focus is more on people to do the right thing.
But what do you...
Advice being given to him by the police on ground.
Does this imply to the area councils?
It's across board. When the instruction was given, it was not given to a part of FCT. It cuts across the whole of FCT, so it applies to every part of FCT.
One very disturbing issue is that the border between FCT and Nasarawa, we learned that people yesterday, there was movement, lots of movement.
You spoke about the issue of the border. You know the boundaries, and I did tell you about the issue of some of our experiences around the Nyanya axis, where we have some cases of violation by residents of those areas, and much effort has been put in place now to ensure that we have 100% enforcement, to ensure that people within this area comply with the state directive.
Okay. Did you sensitize your officers and men about essential workers? Because I had it tough with them yesterday too.
All the policemen, before they went out for this assignment, let's not forget, it's a joint we are doing this jointly with other security agencies.
Yes.
So it's not solely a police affair. All the security agencies are working together in synergy to enforce it. For the police, what the command did was to brief its personnel and provide them with information about the necessary people who are on duty, who are attempted to be on the exemption list, or those on essential duty that need to be given consideration. What I want to appeal to members of the public is, when you approach them, for instance, as a journalist, you should have your ID card and try to identify yourself. Without identification, yes, it won't be difficult. But if everybody that comes to them, they tell the person go, or you have a pass, it will not be that okay for us, because at times they will need to ask one or two questions, but it doesn't mean they are trying to make it difficult for anyone, but they are trying to ascertain the fact that the persons being allowed are included in that category of people who are on essential duty. And let's also not forget that we may have other persons who want to take advantage of the situation, those who are not really in the field, who want to come up with will be impersonating to be what they are not. So with their rapport, at this point, there's need for questions to be asked, there's need for proper probing to ensure that the person you are allowing in actually falls within this category. Okay.
The Commissioner of Police, FCT Balachuruma, yesterday went round. We learned what are his findings?
But the Commissioner of Police did not go out alone yesterday. Like I said, it's a joint enforcement. He went out alongside. He went alongside the sector commander of the Federal Safety Corps, the commandant of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, FCT Command, with the Director of State Security Services, and a whole lot of other security agents within the Federal Capital Territory. We are out with him for this to enforce and to monitor the level of compliance. I think the outcome of it was very, very impressive, but for the few observations that were made, and already measures have been put in place to ensure that those observations that were made are properly taken care of, to avoid a repeat of it today.
Okay, you can call us now. The line is open to make your calls, contributions, and suggestions. PPRO, we're talking about the minister, the FCT commissioner going out with other heads of agencies, security agencies, FCT. May I know the level of collaboration? Because I know that before now they have been having series of meetings. May I know the level of collaboration on this issue?
I think one thing we have enjoyed in FCT is the synergy among security agencies. And the Commissioner of Police sits as the chairman of the Joint Security Committee. He sits with all the security agencies, and I can tell you that since throughout last week, the security agencies have been meeting.
Okay, we have a call. Okay. Sorry to interrupt you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Fine, thank you.
So let me tell you.
Who? Uh-oh. All right, call us back, please, and make your suggestions or contributions. And please, when you call us, you turn down the volume of your TV set for us to have a clear conversation. All right, back to you.
Yes,
PPRO.
the heads of the security agencies have a meeting.
We have another call. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I can hear you. Go ahead. Who am I speaking with? Okay. The line is open. Call us and make your contributions or suggestions.
The heads of security, the different security agencies have a meeting to strategize on how to ensure that this enforcement is carried out properly, and also they've also tried to make some focus and to see what are the things that need to be put in place. What are the things that needs to be put in place?
We have another call. Okay. All right.
What are the things that need to be put in place to ensure that we have a smooth enforcement exercise? It's a robust synergy that each of the agencies win at the end of the day. It's not a one person take all thing. We are looking at the general good of the entire FCT.
Sorry to interrupt you. Hello. Thank you for calling. Hello. Thank you for calling. Hello. I can hear you. Oh no. All right. Network is really playing on us this morning. All right.
So in a nutshell, there have been a very impressive relationship or rapport among the security agencies, especially the heads of the security agencies, and it trickles down to the personnel on the field.
Okay. All right. Now that the compliance is almost 80%, let me put it that way. Yeah. What advice do you have for residents regarding this issue, this directive of lockdown?
I think in a situation like this, you don't even need anyone to tell you to stay at home. The government in its wisdom has come up with this directive to help all of us. We'll first look at, in a broader sense, the situation on ground. It's not that which anyone should treat with any sense, with a levity.
And it's not punishment.
It's not punishment. But we should look at the general good, the intention of the government towards us is to contain the spread of this virus, which would affect you, will affect your loved ones, will affect your friends, will affect your family members. And that's why the government is saying, okay, for it not to spread, we want people to stay, we want to contain, to restrict the movement of people so that we can have some level of control over the spread of this virus. At the end of the day, you still have to meet with your loved ones when everything is calm. So we want to enjoy members of the public to understand with the situation on ground, to cooperate with the security agencies, and they shouldn't see the directive as an attempt to deny them of their right to movement, but rather they should see it as a way of helping them not to get infected with this virus, or not to even allow the spread of this virus beyond what it is at this moment. We enjoy members of the public to give us the maximum cooperation so that we can have a hitch-free enforcement exercise. You don't need even to be forced. At your own, if you understand the situation on ground, you don't even need to go out, except when it becomes necessary that you're on an essential duty, that you have to go out. Then that situation is actually understandable.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, good morning. Oh no. All right. Now let's talk about a little bit of security in the FCT. For me, I observed that crime and criminality is low. Hello, good morning. Oh no. All right. For me, I observed. I wouldn't know if it's true.
No, your observation is not far from the truth. The command is not sleeping and is not resting on its hours. We are making concerted effort to ensure that within this period, FCT residents continue to enjoy the service delivery we've been rendering to them even prior to now.
We have a call. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for calling us. Please make your observation or suggestions. All right.
Within this period, we've maintained our tempo. We've not abandoned our primary duty of protecting lives and property. We are drawing them side by side and ensuring that we don't allow any criminal activity to be carried out within any part of the Federal Capital Territory. Within the period, within last week and now, within the past few days, we foiled an attempted robbery attempt at Mbappe, where a suspect was arrested. 2 cutlasses were recovered from the said suspect. Okay. Similarly, just yesterday, in the early hours of yesterday around Wuse, following a distress call, a robbery attempt was also foiled. A gun was recovered from the scene 4 cutlasses were recovered from the scene. 3 suspects were arrested as at this morning. An additional suspect was also arrested in connection with the said robbery attempt. The command is making a concerted effort. Within the past few days too, we're acting on tip-off. We arrested a suspect who has in his possession a pistol. We're also investigating. All of these cases are still under investigation. This will tell you that the command is, while we're carrying out the enforcement exercise, we're also discharging our policing duties effectively to ensure that FCT residents, while they're in their homes, they have a smooth time in their homes. They're not disturbed by hoodlums who would want to take advantage of the situation.
All right. Thank you so much, PPRO.
Thank you very much.
FCT Police Command. We wish you luck. Good luck in carrying out your duties to ensure that we are safe. Okay, viewer, that's our package today. Like you already heard, the lockdown directive is not a punishment. Rather, it is a sincere directive of the federal government to stem